Hobbs Parker are one of Kent's leading auctioneers, and a little while ago they expanded their car auctions to include some dedicated classic car sales. And the next one is an online timed auction that starts at 12 noon on Wednesday the 20th of July and finishes 24 hours later at 12 noon on Thursday the 21st of July. And safe to say there's an enormous variety of classics for sale, including this 1974 Bedford CF ice cream van.
Yeah, what a project. As we film this, it's, what would you say, 28 degrees? This is the perfect way to make a bit of cash off the summertime boom. It's clearly not perfect. You're gonna have to do a bit of paint, bit of bodywork, but inside there you've got freezers, you've got a sink, it's ready to go. So on that note, mister, I'll have a 99 please. And a Fiat Stilo Schumacher.
Let's head over there.
This is a little bit of me. You don't see Stilo Schumachers in any kind of condition these days because most of them have got the dreaded cell speed gearbox that basically just grenades itself and explodes. This one has got a manual, and that means it got here, it drove here under its own power. It's got tan leather, it's in great condition, and I love it.
It's very nice. Fantastic selection of old British classics here. There's Daimler 250 there, Rover P6, Hillman Minx, and Austin 6. There's just a fantastic selection.
Daimler DS420 limousine there.
Yep, over there, absolutely. But there is a nice selection at just the other side of the fence there, which I think is worth going to have a look at.
These are
let's
going to be
head
good.
there.
Let's have a look.
But first, our friends at Lancaster Insurance are running monthly giveaways. You can win all sorts, from experience days to tools, restaurant vouchers and tech. So check the video description for full details and to enter.
Right, so contrasting from those very early British classics, we've got something a bit more modern British classic.
Yes, indeed.
A Mini R53 Cooper S. They're getting really hard to find, like really nice original condition ones. Got some John Cooper Works bits on it, which makes it look really nice. John Cooper Works exhaust.
Full leather interior, Harman Kardon sound system as well.
17-inch S-spoke wheels that have been painted black. The chili red, the roof's looked a bit faded there, but that can be brought back, no problem at all. The interior is absolutely superb.
Lovely, isn't it?
Really nice condition. Nothing beats the supercharged whine of this car.
Agree.
It's fantastic.
It was making the whine as we moved it around the car park to put it here. This is great fun and it's going up in value, so grab these now. This one, perfect example.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, slightly more contrasting to that is this Honda Civic four-door. Absolutely love this. Sort of a real sensible daily use classic car. 16,000 miles from new, one lady owner.
This is impossibly rust-free. It must have been garaged from day one.
Yep.
Inside, original service book. That seat doesn't look like it's ever even been sat in.
I just love to drive around in this. It's sensibly priced. You could tool around in this all day, still turn up at a car show on a Sunday and then go to work on the Monday. Wouldn't go wrong, that.
Charming little car, and yeah, please don't modify this. Just keep it in its pure brilliance. Speaking of pure brilliance, Rover P4.
Well, you're a big fan of these, aren't you?
I like a P4 because I think they're a proper nice old bus. They give you a nice feeling of times gone by, and this one is a 90, which means you get the slightly drinky 6-cylinder engine, which just sounds wonderful. Really nice, honest condition, this one. There's not much in the way of rust that we can see. Inside, it's honest. It doesn't look like it's been retrimmed very much. There's a bit of wear and tear, but it's not scruffy, and it all matches, which isn't a given with these cars. A lot of people, they replace bits here and there and it doesn't match. This is all the same colour, and it's not bad. It's going to be great value for money, and I love a P4.
I don't think I'd touch that interior.
No, agreed. Enthusiast owned, great value.
More than a match for a Jaguar Mark 1. But if you want a Jaguar, of course,
Well, quite.
step this way. Exhibit A. A Series 2 XJ. So this example for me looks like a really sensibly priced. It's not perfect, but a really great base project.
If you're a stickler for originality, the vinyl roof might not do it for you, and similarly it's had an aftermarket sunroof put in at some point. But inside, the real draw of this one for me, it's velour. All velour, biscuit, it's fantastic condition.
The wood veneer is actually in superb condition.
It's
it normally flakes and just sort of deteriorates over time, so that looks pretty good. The hubcaps look like they've been brush painted, but you could really just sort of jump in this and start using it. And that 4.2 XK engine, nothing better, nothing better.
I absolutely agree, but if that won't put a smile on your face, I know what will.
Gosh, look at this. How's this for a rarity? Suzuki Swift GTI.
Yes, when did you last see one? Have you ever seen one? We moved it around the car park, and even doing that just makes you smile. It's great, it's little, it's light, it's fizzy, it's how cars used to be. This one is absolutely immaculate. 89,000 miles, original bucket seats with no wear in them. It's rare, it's great fun.
A real left field hot hatch choice, isn't it?
You know what, you're gonna have a great time.
It's superb, absolutely superb. Well, look, I want to go into the warehouse because there's some other great classics in there that we should go and have a look at.
Agreed, let's go.
Now, where's Jeff when you need him, Joe? Because there's a Mini here. It's a Kensington Special Edition.
But this one is lovely. There is no rot in any of the Mini rot spots.
It's got lovely interior trim, pipe leather.
I couldn't tell you anything specific about it, but it's really nice.
Looks lovely, looks lovely. But I know you've been playing in this today.
Yes,
an
I have.
R107 Mercedes SL.
A very early one, 1972 350 SL.
Really hard to find them this early as well.
Oh boy, I am absolutely in love with this one. 97,000 miles, but it feels like it's done 9,000 miles. It drives superbly. The interior is pretty much immaculate. There's a couple of little scuffs in the carpet if you're being picky. A little bit of bubbling on the bonnet, but you know what, that's totally savable.
Well, I was going to say, the early cars did rust, but this one looks in remarkably fine fettle.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. The arches are still made of metal, which certainly isn't a given with an early R107. That hardtop you might have seen in the edge of shot, that's included with it as well. That's in great condition. Even that's not rotten, which they tend to rot as well.
Sensibly priced, this one. I think it's got a good guide price on
I
this.
think so. Early ones are worth more money and they're rare, honestly. If this is in your budget financially, buy it. And then when you sell it to me. Now, a bit more of you down the back.
Oh, yes.
Mark 6 Escort van. Used to be working for BT, this one.
If you've got no hang-ups about buying a commercial vehicle from
Well,
Ford.
quite, you know, exactly. The good news is this can keep you mobile because it's got the 55 horsepower diesel engine that you go on about that is bomb-proof reliable. It's a Mark 6 Escort, which rots, and it's a van, which means it's had a hard life from day one. How does it exist in this kind of condition?
I've no idea, but you've got me engaged, that's for sure, with this BT van, for sure.
Well,
but,
absolutely. You know, so...
There's another working classic behind you, a Fordson Super Major tractor.
Yes. I love a classic tractor.
Now, as we produce lots of tractor magazines and our Heritage Machines website, this is perfect if you want to get it featured on there.
Honest condition, this one looks like the original paint. It's a bit grubby, but you know what? What's the point of a clean tractor? Clearly got a little bit of work to do. There's obvious signs of a little oil leak going on, but these are the perfect classic to tinker on because I can put my hand on the engine. It couldn't be any easier.
Absolutely.
So
Weekend
if you
mechanic
like the
fun.
idea, you've done the classic car thing and you fancy something a bit different, a bit more unusual, classic tractors, why not? And when you're finished, we'll feature it in a magazine.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, big fan of that.
But look, I really must shout out this Opel Monza. I mean, I just...
Metallic gold with beige velour. And just look at it. It's unbelievably clean, this thing.
I love all the dealer stickers here.
Yeah.
It's in remarkably straight
Original
condition.
dealer plates you can tow with it, it would appear as well. It's just amazing condition and there's none of them left.
Yep.
If you fancy a bit of 80s unusual, this could be a bargain and you won't see another one.
Absolutely. Well, look, we'll head out here because there's a couple just the other side of the fence, so we'll just go to there. Now, Joe, I know you were particularly taken by this MGB GT here.
Rubber bumper car. I'm really warming to these. I think they've aged really nicely. British racing green.
The wheels look superb. And
Mini light style wheels, gunmetal grey, and it's been lowered quite a lot. This isn't even the chrome bumper height. This is, I would say, another 30 or 40 mil below that. So it's a properly lowered, sporty stance on this one, but totally usable still. The leather is lovely condition. You've got a nice big wood rim motor leader, which, in my opinion, is the only steering wheel an MGB can have.
Classy sort of touches, I think.
You could still take this to a classic show and you'd still get that knowing nod from the MG people. They've really come of age, these rubber bumper cars, and as we were saying just before we started filming, this is going to be a bargain compared to an equivalent chrome bumper car.
Oh, for sure, absolutely, yeah. A couple of Mercedes over here, nice 190.
That one's immaculate as well. That's done less than 90,000 miles, and you know what, it'll be good for another 900,000 because of course it will, they always are. That lovely mono wiper, I could go on about Mercs all day, you know this.
Yep. Well, look, there's a lovely coupe here, the 124 coupe.
Yes, 300 this one as well, so a nice mix of power and economy, we like that. The grey leather inside, we were saying, is immaculate.
Yep.
The paintwork is in reasonable condition, but I think it's obviously had a few bad washes because it needs a very, very good machine polish, but if it has one, it'll come up. It's a lovely cruiser, but if you want a cruiser...
Well, yeah, obviously a big fan of the Jaguar S-Type R.
And why would that be, Phil? Why are you such a big fan
Well,
of the
obviously I owned one.
You did happen to own one.
It's really quick, sounds fabulous. Same supercharged whine that you'd see in that Mini Cooper S that we saw earlier.
Those of you that are fans of Top Gear might remember the episode with the Vauxhall Monaro, the Chrysler 300C and the S-Type R. Look up that number plate. This is the S-Type R from that episode. Bit of a TV superstar here, and I believe it dominated in the drag race. So this is a properly fast car.
I'm not surprised.
Two-tone leather inside, which again, immaculate. It's worn really, really nicely.
Yeah, if you can get over the styling, which I know some people don't like the retro curves, then, you know, I think it's a fabulous buy, it really is. But listen, there's a couple more things I really want to show you, because there's, I think, 3 more examples of cars for sale in the lobby, so I want to just go through there and we'll have a look.
You'll want to see this.
Right, some lovely little curiosities in the lobby here, Joe. We've got this Austin A35 van.
Oh, what a sweetie.
Yep. It looks sort of really honest condition, really like it. Austin 7 Ruby, big fan of those as we know. And we've got this Daimler here, this drop head coupe. It's apparently got a Triumph 2000 engine in it at the moment, but the original engine does come with it.
Absolutely incredible, and it's very rare to see a Daimler from the pre-Jaguar days.
What a glorious project that would be.
Yeah, absolutely, and indeed this auction's got various projects in it, everything from this, there's the Routemaster bus they've brought in, there's a lovely Triumph Stag just rolled in, there's lots appearing all the time. We've only shown you a small selection here because right up until the date of the auction there's still going to be cars arriving. So check out the Hobbs Parker website for all the lots in this sale, and you can arrange in-person viewings if any one of these, like this one, take your fancy and you want to see before you buy.
Don't forget to tell us in the comments which cars you'd like to take home. But anyway, thanks for watching and happy bidding.
Can we buy that SL?
This video is proudly sponsored by Lancaster Insurance. Give them a call on 01480 400 889 for an insurance quote on your classic car. And don't forget to click the link in the video description to enter their latest competition.